Now it's time for the Cowboys. The problem with the Cowboys is they don't have an all-pro pass rusher anymore. You've seen it in the Giants game, you've seen it in the Eagles game, you've seen it in the Bears game. The mobile quarterback, that is a definite killer for the Cowboys defense. What can they do to bring some pressure to the quarterback and make some noise for Trayvon Diggs and DeRon Bland in the secondary to make some plays and help Dak Prescott out? No rush, no glory. Denver Broncos. Put it together. That's all I can say is put it together. Y'all had a great first year with Bo Nix and Sean Payton. What can y'all do to build? What can y'all do to show y'all progress? Defensive Player of the Year, Patrick Surtain. The Broncos have a great future. All that they can do right now is just continue to build, in my opinion. And now we're going to go to the Detroit Lions. Detroit. Listen, y'all had a rough offseason. Lost a couple coaches. Lost y'all center. Stay y'all. I think keep y'all identity, keep y'all same frame of mind. I think the two-headed monster, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, the versatile defense, Jared Goff's pass weapons. Listen, Detroit, y'all have to build. It's either NFC Championship or backwards. Green Bay, Wisconsin. How can y'all get any better with this? Young quarterback, great defense. Now you added an all-pro pass rusher. Come on, now you just got to do it. You made it to the playoffs. Now we just got to win. And that could go down to the next team. Well, kinda, but Houston, Texas. Houston, what's going on, man? Y'all haven't paired a receiver with Nico Collins. Y'all had injuries. I think y'all defense is y'all greatest thing right now. I think the main concern right now is to keep the playmaking of C.J. Stroud at a high mark. C.J. Stroud has to perform. I know the weapons ain't there, but C.J. Stroud has to continue to be the guy in all forms and facets. Now, going to the AFC divisional rival in the South, Indianapolis Colts, you bring up Daniel Jones, you drafted Tyler Warren, Jonathan Taylor is having an MVP type of early season. I think the coaching of Indianapolis Colts has to be the difference maker in between them and, the next level of them, possibly making them run in the playoffs. You'd be surprised. AFC South, Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence just drafted Travis Hunter. I think it's a young team. Is just finding this pace right now in the league. I think their main thing right now is to learn how to compete. Learn how to compete every game and not let, games get too out of hand. I think if they keep that identity of being a tough team, you could go meet another tough team in Kansas City. Kansas City champions, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Andy Reid. Listen, the passing game. Y'all have to improve on the passing game. The passing game has to improve for for Patrick Mahomes and the offense. If not, it's going to be a stale, like you see lately, 2 touchdown games with a couple of field goals. Miami Dolphins. Tyreek Hill does not want to be there. I think the best move right now is to possibly package this Tyreek Hill and, get him out there into a different organization. You probably get some picks, probably get some value out of that. Because right now, I think they're just kind of lost in purgatory of, trying to be good and trying to be great. Minnesota Vikings. Even with the first-year starter, J.J. McCarthy, and the backup of Carson Wentz, Minnesota has put on a very impressive showing throughout the last couple of weeks with their playmakers on defense and their, equality on offense. Minnesota just has to keep building momentum. It's a long season, and you know how Minnesota goes. New England Patriots. I think Drake May is a good step to take regarding their future. I think just have to build on this confidence, just the confidence of the team, the confidence of the coaching staff, just the confidence of the team, just to go out there and live up to the New England Patriot past standard. You feel me? Apologize for sorry, but New Orleans Saints rebuild. You got Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler hasn't been shown well. You got Alvin Kamara. He's getting there up in years. But you do have some talent in the young Alante Taylor, young Chris Olave, young Rashid Shaheed. I think just the rebuild for the New Orleans Saints is the best option right now. New York Giants. What a Monday night game that they just had with the Chiefs. Jackson Dart. It's time. It's time for the future. It's time to show why they drafted you so high. It's time to make everybody a believer. I think the New York Giants, it's time to follow Jackson. Well, not Lamar Jackson, but Jackson Dart. New York Jets. The Justin Fields experiment is heartwarming to everybody in the nation, but where's the focus of the team? Is this going to be a run-oriented team? Is this going to be a young star quarterback team? Do we want a veteran quarterback in? What are we going to do with the defense? And same thing we probably could say with apologize, Las Vegas. Las Vegas, you brought in Geno Smith, you got the new coach of Pete Carroll. You got some young players in the Brock Bowers and Ashley Genty. I think they just need to find their identity of what type of team they want to be. They have the weapons, if you could believe it, on offense. I think the coaching just has to be at a better standard. But just like a team, unlike a team who I think the coaching is again very better on both sides of the ball, I just think the players have to execute. But with a team like the Philadelphia Eagles, the secondary is my biggest concern. With teams like the Packers coming up, with teams like Seattle coming up in playoffs, you possibly got run into the Washington Commanders. Your secondary will be tested. And I think the Philadelphia Eagles just need to make a couple calls, like they usually do. Possibly like the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in need of a running game. The Steelers cannot allow Aaron Rodgers to attempt 30, 35 passes to win a game. It will not work in this modern age with him. It rarely works for the best quarterbacks in the league. I think the LA Chargers are doing a great example of a mixture of running the ball, passing the ball, play action, ISO 101s, tight ends, all that stuff for the LA Chargers. I think the defense is playing well. I think right now they just have to weather the storm and continue to be that team that we've seen throughout the first 3 weeks of the season. Shit, but it seemed like the storm already hit for San Fran. San Fran is getting hit with the injury bug early in the season. George Kittle, Juwan Jennings, of course, the Brandon Ayuk, the Brock Purdy. So the injuries are just another factor for the San Francisco 49ers. I just hope that they can get over that so they can make a great run this year. I mean, because especially with the division they in, and the conference they in, I think they always have a possibility of making the playoffs. But you got to deal with a team like Seattle. Seattle building tremendous points lately with Sam Darnold, Jackson, and Jigba, and not really using the Cooper Cup edition yet. But so Sam Darnold is showing what he has, and the defense is playing well. Well, it's playing okay. But they got to match up to a team like the LA Rams. LA Rams let up the 23-point loss to the Philadelphia Eagles this past week. The Rams, they just got to keep their foot on the pedal. There was no reason why that you went scoreless after going up that far, especially just the field goals, constantly making field goals, not being efficient in the red zone. Man, it's a problem. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield, such a durable, tough team, championship team with Levante David, Antoine Winfield, Mike Evans. I think that just have to continue to rely on their veterans. And just stay healthy, but also bring the young guys of Bucky Irvin and Emeka Buka into the main state. They also signed Hassan Reddick, so I think that, they could turn up. Tennessee. Keep Cam Ward healthy. Cam Ward is your only thing that is bringing in viewership. Cam Ward is y'all future, and I don't think y'all could risk not having some success or get back in the years to come off of the Cam Ward draft pick. Washington. Injuries. I think another team that's dealt with the injury bug. Jaden Daniels out, but I think they need to find another passing threat to help Terry McLaurin and help Jaden Daniels. I feel like they have another passing threat. The Commanders could be a very provident